Hey everyone, welcome back to Stones Hill Homestead. If you're new here, I'm Kim, and it is February 28th. Do you believe it? The end of the Pantry Challenge hosted by Jessica at Three Rivers Homestead. I cannot believe that we have traveled through the last 59 days. Tomorrow will be 60 days for this Pantry Challenge, and we will finish. I just needed to get this video out due to some family plans that we need to tend to, and I won't be able to get this video out, and I wanted to end this challenge off giving you all the updates and the final numbers that we are looking at today. Yesterday it was 71 degrees out, today it's 26. And I saw this cute little saying on Facebook, if you're in northern Indiana, if you live in Indiana, it's a chance of thunder and snow all on the same day. Well, that's about what we had. So, or I think we had it was a chance of thunderstorms with snow, tornadoes. There was a chance here, slight risk here. Of course, we didn't see any of that. Not a big deal. We're used to that in northern Indiana. We don't get too worried about it as it can happen at any time, and we just rely on the good Lord to take care of us. So anyway, I want to touch base with you on our Pantry Challenge and how we ended up finishing up. So week 7 and 8, I didn't do a video last week. Just because I just didn't have time. My work schedule was a little bit crazy as well, and didn't do it, so I'm gonna tie it up all in this last video for the Pantry Challenge. We tried some new recipes. I don't really know that we did. We made homemade pizza with the grandkids. I had a stuffed pepper casserole that I made. It was a new recipe, but it is also one of my go-tos. I do enjoy stuffed pepper casserole. So that was something that was, I guess, a new recipe, if you will. We did that. I was very intentional about using pantry jars and freezer stuff. The reason is we are getting a cow butchered. That will come in about 2 weeks, and so I still need to make room in my freezer. I've got the room. I just want to clean out some other stuff. I don't want things buried. I need to reorganize. We'll say that. I need to reorganize. So that is something that we'll be doing over the next couple weeks as well. Also, we'll be going through our pantry, organizing that. If you'd like to see a pantry tour, which is my next item on my list, let me know down in the comments. I would love to go through that. We have discovered that there are some things we just don't eat a lot of. I will be putting up more meals in a jar for the following year. We really loved that for our work meals, for our grab and go meals. Heat up that jar. I have a special thermos type container. It's actually by Presto, where I can just drop a wide mouth jar in there or a pint jar in there. It's pint jars, and plug it in. Takes 2 hours, and it is steaming hot, boiling hot, and I pop that lid and my meal is ready to go. It's called a Nomad by Presto, and that is something that if you do a lot of work meals or travel meals, it's great to have along for that purpose. Garden seeds. Our garden seeds are here. My son set up my greenhouse in my house. I'm getting ready to plant seeds for the garden. I do start some seeds. I don't start a lot, but I do like to have those seeds ready, or those plants ready and hardened off before I put them out into the garden come May. So we are getting our hot peppers started right away here this coming week. The no spending at grocery stores. My total for the month of February is $16.85. That was what I spent 2 weeks ago. I have not been to the grocery store since, and on that purchase we did fresh fruit. That is all I purchased for this entire Pantry Challenge at the grocery store. It is far better than my first year. It is really been a creative thinking month for us. I wanted to go to the store many times, but I chose to be intentional and use and make what I had, such as breads. If we needed bread, I made it. Pizza crust, if I needed pizza crust. Just things like that. Bread would probably be my husband's and my family's go-to as far as convenience item. If you bought it, great. It's not a big deal, but you do what you needed to do for your family. And this year I really was intentional about using my bulk stores, and that helped me quite a bit this year. Eating out. We did not eat out anytime in February. I gave myself some grace after January. I had said only one time in January. I ended up with 2 times out. So February, we just didn't do that. We're not going to do that. Tomorrow is the last day. And of course, work and household duties will not let us go out to eat for the remainder of the month. So again, a goal was successful. We had planned for 3. We went out twice. Very good. The jars emptied. I did not meet my goal. I wanted 1 jar a day for this pantry challenge. Would have made me 50. It would have put me at 60 jars off my pantry shelf. We ended up with 56. And that is a win for me because 3 of those weeks, my husband was out over the road. He went to that Daytona race down in Florida. And so 3 weeks while he was there, I wasn't cooking large amounts. I was eating meals in the jar. I was making small meals for myself. Didn't need to cook anything big. I tried to use what I could, but I still ended up with 56 jars. That number helps me for future. It tells me that with 1 person or 1 to 2 people, that 60 jars is an attainable goal for 2 months. You just have to be intentional. And that helps me plan for the following year on what I need to put up. The other thing that I discovered was 8-gallon bags of tomatoes in my freezer that I thought I had processed. I knew when I put them all in the freezer last fall that I had close to like 270 to 300 pounds of tomatoes. Well, I processed like already 200 pounds in January. And I thought, man, that just doesn't seem right. I thought I had closer to 300. I thought I weighed more than that. When I was pulling them out of the garden, well, I found them. Getting ready for that butchered cow, I found 8-gallon bags of tomatoes. So I need to figure out what to do with those. If you have any questions, please ask them down in the comments. Is there things that you want to see in the future? I will say that I will continue on this pantry challenge, maybe not with the grocery store goals like I've had, not going, but I need to continue to work on my pantry until harvest or till we plant and then harvest. There are some things that we need to work through still. So I am going to continue my pantry challenge on my own for the next couple months and try and dwindle down that pantry on those items that we just don't use. Green beans was my big issue. I've got too many on my shelf. I need to work through those. I need to dwindle that down. I'm only planting for fresh eating this year because of that. I may put some up if we have an abundance, but we will see about that. I do not need to plant tomatoes this year. I will probably really make that smaller planting again for fresh eating. There's just some things that I won't need to plant this year, or is not as many. Jalapenos, I need lots of jalapenos. I will be planting lots of plants, hot pepper plants. I need cowboy candy. We are at the bare bones and we cannot be without cowboy candy. My nephews will tell you that, as well as my family. We need cowboy candy. We are in love with that stuff. And I have 1 jar left, and that is nowhere going to be enough to get us through the remainder of the year. So that we will definitely be putting up more of in the fall. Jams and jellies. We have plenty. The only jams or jelly that I will put up this year will be strawberry. We do eat a lot of that, and the rest we will just work through on my shelf. I have a shout out. I always try to shout out to other channels that has assisted me along the way. They have inspired me. They have gave me new ideas. There is one channel in particular that is not on the list. It is Our Small Footprint, and that is Nissa out of Australia. She is fabulous. Off-grid living. She shops every 6 weeks for her family, and she shows the meals that she made with that grocery haul. It is very impressive what she comes up with, and she is a fabulous cook as well as creative. You need to check out her channel. Willow Way Ranch, again, small channel, but has some great content. She has some great recipes. We really enjoyed watching that. I did take some cues from her and some tips, and I think you'll enjoy her channel as well. Snow Gardener 307, that is Marlin. She is not only did the pantry challenge for 9 weeks. She started in mid-December. She has a great budget channel as well, and we do a savings envelope challenge. And this savings envelope challenge, I'm happy to share with you if you'd like to see it. But Snow Gardener 307 budgets and Snow Gardener 307, both fabulous channels. And Marlene is really thorough when she shows you her budgets and how it works. Check out her channel as well. Of course, Three Rivers Homestead. Jessica, thank you again for this lovely pantry challenge. We are all blessed by you and your family. And I just want to thank you again for hosting this. I know it is something that many people find difficult, but you have made it so easy for us. So thank you again for that. And Red Gingerbread Pam, she again is a smaller channel. She's not quite at 1,000 subscribers. We like to help each other out, giving them a shout out. She has some fabulous recipes as well. I enjoy watching her content. She's a growing channel. I know how it feels to be a small channel, as that's what I am. I have no techie, I'm gonna say that, skills. And so please check her channel out, give her some grace, show her some love by making or writing comments for her, asking her questions. She will appreciate it. And we just help each other out. It's a growing community. We do this because we love it, not because we make money at it. If you only knew the pennies that you make on YouTube, it's not much. I have yet to receive any kind of compensation for it, but my channel is growing. I'm not looking for that at this point. I would love the comments. That helps us grow, but we also know that not always is everybody's goal to live off of YouTube. If you happen to do it, and these bigger channels that have, I am so happy for you. You are blessed and I am blessed just because you've taught me how to do different things. So thank you very much for everyone that comes, comments, shares my content. That's the easiest and the best way to grow my channel. If you would like to see something specific, please keep that or comment down in the comments for me. Thank you so much. And as always, be blessed and laugh as much as you breathe. Have a great day, everyone, and happy March.